What's going down? How you doing, people? This is TK coming at you. Just want to hit you guys with the crypto news. Everyone on Facebook is talking about 6,000. 6,000 is a magic number. Bitcoin just crossed 6,000 per coin. And of course, everyone has an excuse as why they're not interested in Bitcoin. But I just want you guys to make the same excuse when Bitcoin crosses 10,000 per coin. Because in a supply and demand market, that's just the nature of more money into the coin. As more money gets converted to Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin is going to continue to go up. Supply and demand mathematics. So keep your excuses ready. I understand the mathematics behind earning 5,000% in a Bitcoin wallet as opposed to earning less than 1% in a bank account. So paper money makes the most financial sense. I understand why you guys are not interested in Bitcoin. But this is an exponential curve that's going to continue to go up. And time is not your friend when it comes to the equity gain that you're not receiving by keeping your money in a bank. Paper money is deflationary, which means that due to overprinting, the value and purchase power of your dollar is going to continue to go down, whereas cryptocurrency gives you a chance to become your own bank, manage, own, and control your own assets. And because they're not in the banking system, you're actually stepping into financial freedom. You're taking back the power that the bank has because the bank shows you almost no interest. And of course, they make interest on the money that they create out of thin air. So it's flipping the script, it's changing the paradigm, and it's actually taking personal responsibility for your financial future. Now, everybody's been taught to trust a third-party subject matter expert. So, of course, managing your money is not personal responsibility that the average person wants to take. But the problem is that by you trusting someone else, they only have their interests in mind. And they're going to continue to make money off your money. And they're going to continue to basically give you nothing. Give you the opportunity to be a debt slave and live to pay bills. So that's the choice that you can make. That's the choice that most people make. And that's probably the future that the average person is going to see. They're going to see declining value dollars in an account. They're going to miss out on equity gain in Bitcoin and any other cryptocurrency for that matter. And they're going to continue to make excuses as why they're not interested in Bitcoin. But I've made the personal choice to save more cryptocurrency than I save fiat currency. And luckily, I have an online business that I manage through my cell phone that makes me about $600 a week. So my goal is to replace my salary, continue to increase my money outside of my job, and along the way, try to help some people willing to listen. Now, most people haven't listened because I've been doing this online for 3 years now. But the important thing is that I listened and that I have an income outside of what I make at work. And that's the only thing that matters, because truly the only person I can save is myself. Some people think I make these videos for them, but truly I make these videos for me because it keeps me on the right track. It helps me to stay focused. It puts me in that grind mentality of spending money on things that make money, making the money I get from work actually get a job and work harder for me than I had to work to get it. And of course, putting myself in a position where the amount of money that I get from the assets that I spend my income at work on accumulates in value the longer I hold those assets. So that's what I'm looking at, trying to position myself to be able to buy a house in two different countries. And then I just really want to transition to where my primary income or my largest income doesn't come from work. It comes from my online ventures. So I go a step further than most. I actually put Bitcoin into investment companies that give me back more Bitcoin than what I put into them. There's plenty of investment opportunities out there. The most popular ones are TCC, USI, but the goal is for you to either save in Bitcoin every payday, I suggest $100, or invest Bitcoin in companies like what I just mentioned, so that your passive salary grows over time. You know, I receive passive income from Bitcoin mining, which I do through Swissquote Global and Genesis, and that comes to me every single day. So as Bitcoin goes up, so does my income in terms of what I receive from my mining. So I focus on increasing my mining power by buying additional mining contracts. So these are simple strategies that I'm sharing with you that can basically help you to financially get ahead of the game, to have money outside of your job, and of course to not rely on paper money for your sole source of exchange, or the only means that you have to pay is the paper money you get from your job. You want to have more than one credit card in your wallet in case the first credit card declines. So that's the kind of way that I look at having alternative investments or alternative assets like gold, silver, and Bitcoin. It just gives you more buying power. It gives you a hedge against inflation that you can lean on whenever you need it. The biggest question that the average person says is, what do I do with gold and silver once I get it? Well, you can borrow against it, use it as a line of credit, or if you're that hard up for paper money, just sell it and cash it in. But it's just like land. It's an asset that you can lean against. And that's the wealthy mindset that you have to have. You have to have a mindset of abundance where you accumulate things that go up in value. So it's not rocket science, it's just financial literacy, and that's something that I hope to pass on to you guys, because the only difference between me is that I pick up a book and I take the time to turn off my television. So hopefully you'll take the time to do something financially smart for your future that will pay off in the long term. These are all choices. Everything we choose today creates tomorrow. So the only thing I'm talking to you about is making different choices when it comes to your money, and to stop focusing on paper. Start thinking about gold, silver, and Bitcoin. I have gold and silver that comes to me on auto ship from a company out of Florida called ISN Coins. I have a digital bank account that holds gold and silver through Swissquote Global out of Switzerland. So only thing I'm telling you is to diversify and not put all your eggs in one basket. It doesn't matter if you spend $100 every payday or if you spend $10. Any amount is divisible into other assets. So $10 worth of gold is better than $10 sitting in the bank account, or $100 worth of Bitcoin is better than $100 sitting in your bank account. This is something that I can't seem to teach people. Money is one of the things that is not taught in school. The only people who get money lessons are the wealthy that grow up with a silver spoon in their mouth, because the legacy wealth in their family is passed down, and the method and tactics in which wealthy people gain that money is also passed down. So you have to work harder to learn what it means to do what the wealthy do. And if you copy their income strategies, you can get to the point where you're producing the same type of results. Again, these are just choices you have to make. The economic world has shifted in the 21st century, and now focus is not on paper. Focus is more on assets. Super rich or extremely wealthy people, they don't keep their money in cash. They convert their money into some sort of dividend paying asset, or a physical asset that is going to go up in value over time. So again, the only thing I can impress upon you guys to do as a cryptocurrency advocate is to get involved. You can't win if you don't play. So get out of slavery, debt, inflationary paper, and get into becoming your own bank through cryptocurrency, through gold, and through silver.